and all these on that option. Get the mask on my face like a catch. Don't call my phone unless you tryna cop. I'll pull up and serve you well.
Yo! Welcome to LCameraTV. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this show with things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and Rome.com and wherever else. And guys, the Panthers got a dub. So we definitely got to talk about the Carolina Panthers and them winning this game against the Chargers and what I seen from that. You know what I'm saying? What I like, what I dislike. We got to talk about that. Obviously, I'll tell you about my fantasy this week. Got to talk about what happened on that. And I got to get into where I see the Panthers going and what I think is going to happen. So we got a lot to talk about today, guys. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is that the Carolina Panthers got a win on Sunday, which was a very good thing. Well, good depending on what you think. If you want the team to tank, then it's not good for you. Me personally, I don't really care either way. I know they're going to win some games, but I do think they're going to try to get a quarterback, personally. But it was a good thing. The reason why it was a good thing is because you've seen some positives. Now, without Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis played pretty well. Reggie Bonifant, I think, should be ahead of Mike Davis because he burst one for a really good one. And I think Reggie Bonifant is just a better back, in my opinion. I seen him last year when he was with Christian. I liked Reggie Bonifant more, and he's cheaper than Mike Davis. So, but Mike Davis played well. Obviously, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, and Curtis Samuel did what they were supposed to do. But my thing is, I wish I seen more from them. I see Teddy Bridgewater as kind of Robbie Anderson centric. He goes to him more than anything. But DJ Moore did, drop a few passes and stuff like that. So obviously the offense looked all right. It didn't look great. It looked all right. But the defense looked way better than I expected. Obviously they turned the ball over multiple times. But again, you also got to, kind of temper your expectations because this was against the Chargers with Justin Herbert as a rookie quarterback. And they actually had film on Justin Herbert, which the Kansas City Chiefs did not have film on him last week. So overall, it was a very good win. The defense looked way better. Derrick Brown looked like he came alive. And this might spell some bad stuff for K'Wan Short. Because if Derrick Brown looked better with K'Wan Short now on the field, maybe it's K'Wan Short that's hindering his development. And maybe because K'Wan Short is getting paid all his money and has gotten injured again and might be hindering Derrick Brown, he might be out of there. So pay attention to that, see what happens with the Panthers in that. But Dante Jackson got an interception. I think Trey Boston, I think he got a pick too. The defense overall looked pretty good. Shaq Thompson looked good. And I was surprised, man. I was surprised. I didn't expect that from the Panthers. But again, like I said, it was a rookie quarterback. I think we almost lost that game. Teddy threw a bad pick towards the end of the game. So we almost lost it. We got away with a win. That's still a good thing. But overall, I'll give the Panthers, I'll give them a C+. C+. Defense looked good. Offense didn't look great. So that's my take on it. I hope they, the defense looks better, coming in the coming weeks. But we'll see what happens. And the second thing I want to tell you about is some bad news. I lost my fantasy matchup by 1 point. I had Justin Tucker, and I think he gave me 11 points. And I was winning by like 60. But the person I was going against had Patrick Mahomes, and he threw for like 5 touchdowns, and I think he threw for 4. He rushed for 1. Or something like that. And he had like over 380 yards or 400 passing yards. So he basically balled out and gave him the lead. And he had Mark Andrews, who didn't play well either, but, caught like 2 passes or whatever. So he gave him the lead by 1 point, and I lost. That sucks. But I'm 2-1. I'm not mad. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be undefeated. And if you are undefeated, it doesn't matter if you lose the big game. So my next matchup, this is my lineup. Last game, I had Cam Newton starting. I think I'm going to have Cam Newton starting. I ain't going to lie. I got Drew Brees starting right now. I got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin got injured again, so I'm going to have to start Sammy Watkins, which I like Sammy. Sammy puts up good numbers. I got Jonathan Taylor. I got Sony Michel, who hopefully he does well. We'll see how that whole thing plays out. I got Hayden Hurst going against Green Bay. I think it's going to be, a good matchup. Hayden, obviously, Drew Brees put up 3 touchdowns against the Packers. Matt Ryan has been scoring well. It's just the defense has been atrocious, and they usually lose at the end. So I hope Hayden Hurst gets 2 touchdowns and some yards, I had to start Jared Cook because, to be honest with y'all, I got a lot of injuries. Dallas Goedert's out. Mike Williams is questionable. Christian McCaffrey's gone. Obviously, he's on IR. And I got Deebo Samuel on my bench. He's on IR too. So that sucks for me. So I had to start Jared Cook, and I got Julian Edelman. I'm not too confident. It says I'm going to win by 9 points. But I'm not too confident in this lineup. I'll see how I feel. Because obviously I think I should start Cam. Because I think Cam's going to ball. I think Cam had I think this is going to be a crucial game. I think they can't just run the ball like crazy in this situation. I think they're going to try to run the ball, but I think Cam's going to get some rushing touchdowns. And if they fall behind late, I think Cam's going to have to throw the ball a lot. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. I might start Cam because Drew Brees is going against Detroit. It seems like Drew Brees should ball out. But again, Detroit has a good defense, but Drew Brees is 1-2, so he has to get a win. Whereas Cam, if he loses to Kansas City, that's 2-2, and Drew Brees would be, 1-3, whatever. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But let me know what y'all think about my lineup. Do you think I should start Cam? Should I not start Cam? And there's probably going to be some changes. I'm trying to pick some people up and stuff like that, whatever. I got Justin Tucker as my kicker. He's going to stay as my kicker. I like Justin Tucker. And I got Indianapolis defense going against Chicago, which I don't know might change because I like the Colts defense. But Chicago, now that they're not starting Mitchell Trubisky and they're starting Nick Foles, I'm kind of worried about Chicago. I think Chicago will be a good team. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out, man. And hopefully I end up with a win. And finally, what I think about the Panthers and what we're just trying to do. Like me personally, I feel like the Panthers, they won that game because obviously they had to. Justin Herbert threw too many turnovers. But I don't see them winning much more. Like I said, I think they go 4-12 or 3-13. They play I don't know. I feel like Teddy Bridgewater didn't look great. The defense looked better, but again, it was against Justin Herbert. We'll see what happens. I think the defense is going to come along more, but I think Teddy Bridgewater is really handicapping this offense. He doesn't really throw the ball down deep. Most of his plays are dink and dunk, and when he does throw it deep, it looks like he gets more traction, but I don't think he has the arm strength to do it. I think Curtis Samuel doesn't look as good as a receiver because of Teddy Bridgewater, because Curtis Samuel is a deep ball threat. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But I think the Panthers in general, they're not looking great. I mean, I'm not trying to be a downer behind this win. I think this win was a good win. But it was more good on the defense than the offense. And that's the scary part because I think the defense did good because of a rookie quarterback. I don't think they did good because they're a really good defense. And sometimes you can have your defense carry your offense, but that's when you have a really good defense. And I don't see that from the Panthers. So I think the Panthers, but I truly think they're not going to be trying to. They're going to try to get a quarterback. They're going to be trying to tank. So we'll see how that whole thing plays out. But yeah, man. Hopefully I'm wrong. I see a lot of people coming on my comment section saying, "Oh, how do you like Teddy's deep ball?" And I'm like, listen, guys, I don't want the Panthers to be trash. That is not my goal. I never wanted the Panthers to be trash. I'm a Panthers fan, but I gotta be realistic with you guys. I gotta tell you guys the truth. I've seen people say all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, the Panthers is this, and oh man, you just don't like the Panthers. It's not true. All right. For anybody who knows me, I am a Panthers fan through and through. I love my Panthers, but it's just the decision to go with Teddy. I think is a bad one, and I think it's being proven out. This is not an easy division at all. This is a division where you have to have 10 wins at least to be considered a competitor in this division. Because you got Drew Brees in this division, you got Matt Ryan in this division, you got Tom Brady in this division. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I doubt it. And we'll see if the Panthers could, are they going to try to get a quarterback? Or are they trying to, win games? We'll see. But all I know, I think they're rebuilding. And I think that they're going to be letting a few people go too pretty soon. So we'll see what happens. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the show. Cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and whatever else. And guys, let's celebrate this Panther win. We probably not going to get that many of them, but I want to celebrate. If I have one of the confetti or whatever, I'll throw it in the air. But I don't. But happy the Panthers got a W. Make sure you check out my non-Steve's channel. Make sure you check out my podcast. I got podcasts coming up really soon for people that are interested in, veganism and for UFOs and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.